God forbid, for 1 second, there would be Donald Trump's son to get killed.
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, cause I've been living wrong.
What's going on, carnalitos? So yeah, man, we had another mass shooting out here in one in Texas and one in Idaho, and this is becoming the norm, you know. But it's very easy to sit there and start blaming people and just saying it's this rhetoric, it's this, it's that. But what you guys don't understand, this is nothing new, man. I want you guys to check this list out real quick. So since 1984, I remember the San Isidro one. Many people don't. I think that was at McDonald's. And we'll just keep going on the list, man. We got 86, 87, 88, 89. It's just going. 91, 92, 93. Every year, we keep getting these mass shootings, man. More and more. It's like the stock market. It goes up and down. We got 2005, 2006, 07. Half of these in the list you're not even going to remember. Why? Because we as Americans have a very short memory. And that's what politicians are counting on. They're counting on us to sit there and keep on arguing over the same old shit. We're arguing over, is it Trump giving bad rhetoric, being a racist, spewing shit out? Well, let me get it off the back. Off the back, is Trump a bigot? Fuck yeah, that guy's a bigot. But anybody who's in Congress or the Senate for that matter, who's at least over 50 years old, guess what? They're all bigots, man. Those guys came in a different world. Those guys are racist people, whether they know it or not. But more than racist, they're bigots against people who don't have as much money as them. They don't see us as equals. That's one thing we need to realize off the back. We're not equal to these people. These people see themselves in a higher regards. So let's get back to this. We got 2014. We got 2015. Orlando, we forgot about that one. 2016. Orlando, I think, had how many people? Or 83 people, 71 people killed in 2016. I think Orlando was like 40 something. And we keep going. Las Vegas, that just happened October 1st of 2017. And now we got 2018, 80 people killed. It just goes on and on and on. This shit just don't stop, man. And yet, here we are again. We're back at the crossroads of gun debate. But the problem that happens is we get the left and the right. And what they do is these guys go too far to the left and these guys go too far to the right. And the argument gets killed on both sides. The left off the back is going to quick and say, we need to get rid of guns. And listen, I'm going to be frank with you. I'm an ex-con. I could never own a weapon legally. Does that mean I want to take your weapons away? Fuck no, man. I think the Second Amendment is and should always be protected. But the problem is when we get to these situations, we start arguing back and forth over stupid ass shit.
We've gotten to the point in this country where we're having a mass shooting every 2 months, man. It's just, it doesn't seem like it, but look at the records. We're having, I think since 2011, we're having mass shootings every 2 months, and we get the same shit. What do we get? We get politicians. Oh, our prayers are with the family. Our condolences. Our hearts are with them. We will send prayers out to them. But at the end of the day, no laws have been passed. No regulation has been passed because it's not their family members. It's somebody else. It's somebody in Walmart. It's somebody at a festival they don't go to. God forbid, for 1 second, there would be Donald Trump's son to get killed. God forbid that it would be one of these congressman kids to get killed. God forbid it would be a school where all the kids that their senators go to, that the kids go to school, the senators' kids go to school, the congressmen go to school. God forbid it's one of these politician schools that somebody walks in there with an AR-15 or an AK-47 with a 30-round clip or a 100-round clip and starts killing all their kids. Because you know what's going to happen? Like this, you're going to have legislation. They're going to start making some rules and regulations to make it harder for these people to get guns. And that's exactly what they need to do.
Politicians play diversion, man. What they do is they sit there and say something, then you'll start talking about that. Like I said, let's not sit here and talk about Trump's fucking stupid ass rhetoric, man. Because we're not going to get anywhere. And that's exactly what he wants. That's exactly what politicians want. They want you back and forth bickering over bullshit, but not getting down to the meat and bones of what needs to get done. The NRA sits back and acts like they're here for the Second Amendment, for us to always have our guns, to us that we're trying to steal our guns. Like I said, man, no, we're not trying to steal the guns, man. We're trying to sit here and make it more difficult for people with mental problems to get guns. And then you hear, oh, well, that's the problem. You have people with fucking mental issues we need to get down to and helping them. Look at all the fucking homeless around here, man. Guess what? They're not helping the mental disabled at all, man. People are half the fucking doped out in fucking, not just California, but the United States in general, man. The mental problem is only getting worse, and the guns are becoming more easier and easier to get to. The NRA, you've always heard in many years, follow the money. All right, follow the money. The NRA does not give a shit about the Second Amendment. The NRA is there to push their dope. And you know whose dope they're pushing? They're the biggest lobbyists for the gun manufacturers. They sit there and get money off each gun that's sold, whether it's $2 or they get a membership bought when you buy that gun. They get advertisement bought on their magazines. They're there to make sure that these fucking politicians do not sit here and make it harder to get their dope. And their dope is guns and ammo, man. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about our children. They're sitting there, their bottom line is to push guns and to keep making their money. What do they say when they have stuff like this? Oh, we need more guns out there. No, you don't need more guns. You need to make it harder for these guys to get those guns. You know, it's funny because people will sit there and say, I'm a Republican, then now I'm sure they're going to say I'm a fucking liberal. But let me tell you something, I'm neither, man. I'm an American, brother. And me, I care about our people. All I know is this is a Republican fucking problem. This one, the Republicans are taking an L on this one, man. Because the Republicans are the ones that are getting kickbacks from the NRA. And what are they doing with that money? They're putting it in their war chest to get reelected. Because TV ads cost money, radio ads cost money, making billboards, hiring all these people for their fucking reelection. That's what it's about for these people. And don't get fooled into Democrat or Republican. Because when you choose one, it's like choosing a gang, man. Once you choose a gang, you're just going with the flow of the hood. And that's exactly what happens when you turn Republican and Democrat. But that's what they want. They want you guys fucking fighting. In the meanwhile, they're figuring out a way to get the conversations to go somewhere else. They don't want you to get down to the meat and bones, like I said. They don't want you to get down to legislation and start ruling and start getting these people out of office, man. Because they want to sit there and just wait a little while. Why? Because you as Americans, you're going to forget. There's going to be something else next week. And guess what? You're going to forget. This weekend, I'm going with my family to the beach. I'm going to go chill. You know why? Because I'm going to forget. I'm not going to sit here, like I say about dead homies, and play the part. Oh, fuck, I'm hurting. Oh, my heart's out to them. You know what, brother? In reality, my life hasn't changed one fucking bit. But that's what they're counting on. But the thing I know is that one day that could be my daughter in there. That could be my son in there. That could be one of my grandkids in there. And that could be one of yours, man. And if you sit there and just keep sitting on your ass and say, oh yeah, man, it's a Second Amendment. It's not about the Second Amendment. It's about making it harder for these guys to get guns. And how do we do that? We make it harder. We start putting regulation where you have to be at least 21 in every state to fucking buy an AR-15 and AK-47. You got to take classes to buy these kind of weapons. For a kid that's 18... it's harder for him to get a driver's license than it is for him to get an AR-15. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Why? Because they hide behind the Second Amendment. And they need to stop hiding behind the Second Amendment because, like I said, one day that's going to be your fucking kids, man. Aside from taking certain courses in this thing, you do some type of mental evaluation. But then you're going to say, oh, man, you're impeding on my Second Amendment rights. No. You're going to get your right to have your gun, man. You're going to get your right to use your gun. A lot of people also think and say on the left, no, they shouldn't have these weapons. Those weapons are fucking war weapons. And they are. They're fucking war weapons. But when used correctly, they're fun as fuck. And I get that, man. They're straight like a dirt bike. They're straight like a Harley. They're straight like an off-road vehicle. It's an excitement shooting one of these weapons. But it should be used properly. And you shouldn't just be able to go out there and grab one of these things, go to a state where it's not hard to get them, pay a few $100 fucking bucks, get your gun. Next thing you know, you got a mass murder going on, man. And that's what's going on everywhere because these kids are fucked up in the head. And it does have a lot to do with video games. That's a lot to do with rap music. These guys think that this is their way of glory. This is how they're going to go to the promised land. And that's like a lot of shit we do as gang members. We think we go to the promised land. But that is not a promised land, man. When I hear these guys, people say, oh, they should have killed that guy. You know what? To me, nah, they shouldn't have killed him. He's going to go to the best place in the world. He's going to be in hell. He's going to be a young white guy in prison and looking at the reality of what he thought was fucking the glory land. There is no glory land. That guy's going to be in hell for many many years and he doesn't kill himself or somebody else doesn't kill him, and then he'll go to hell accordingly. So me, I hope he fucking lives a very long time in some type of isolation and has a fucked up life. Knowledge is power, brother. And like I said, man, this shit has been going on for many decades and it's gonna keep continuing going on. The only thing is, it's gonna get more and more frequent. You're gonna see this shit more and more often on the news, but it's just a quick news cycle. Like I said, this weekend, you're all gonna be doing something. Everybody's gonna be doing something else. Those families' life has been destroyed. They're fucking living in a world of hell right now. Like I said, one day that may be your fucking kid, man. But as long as it's not one of their family members, a politician, they don't give a shit. They just want to get reelected, man. We have such numbers in the United States, man. We can make such a difference. If we start voting, we start educating ourselves on the policies that are going on, man, we can get so far ahead in this fucking country, man. But we need to come together and we need to learn from our past mistakes. We need to learn on their fucking bamboozling of us for many years. We ain't the suckers that they thought we were, man. We're smarter now. It's 2019 and it's time to wake the fuck up. So listen, man, we as minorities have such fucking numbers, especially here in California, man. I think Latinos like 40%. It's outrageous how much power we really have. We just haven't figured out. In America, this is our yard, man. But we need to fucking use it properly. We need to use that power. We need to use that voting power, that buying power. We need to make these guys hurt where it counts. In the booth, when you vote them out, in the pocketbook, man. With all that being said, Raza, I appreciate the subscriptions, man. Today we hit 7,000, man. That's great. Those are all hard-earned fucking subscribers, man. Knowledge is power, people. And we come together, we start fucking spreading the message, man. The fucking sky's the limit, carnalitos. With all that being said, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later, man. Bye.
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.